Good morning. Good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. I hope you are enjoying today. I hope that you are in sunshine wherever you are. If you're watching this live, it is beautiful and sunny here in the Niagara region of Canada. I'm Margaret Semple, coming to you live almost every week for a long time now with your messages from the fairy kingdom. And I use Brian Froud's beautiful fairy oracle deck to see who wants to come forward and bring a message to us. I always say, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on replay, if you're seeing this video, this message is meant for you. So know that. Also, please know that sometimes I see messages and comments, and sometimes the comments don't show up until later, but I do love getting them. And yeah, also like the likes and the hearts and all of that great stuff. And yes, people have asked, yes, please feel free to share the Fairy Friday videos. And let's get going and see who is coming forward today to bring us message. Okay. Shuffling. Ah! Oh, two jumped. Okay. Hey, Leia. Leia's getting a time lag between the phone and the iPad. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hi, Leia. Nice to see you. And two jumped. So, and what's funny is the Oakmen jumped, and they came last week. And then also Spirit Dancer. So I will spend more time talking about Spirit Dancer, but that Oakman has jumped forward a second week in the row. These guys are all about strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. They're about going within and, for a change, not being spontaneous. They want you to look slowly and deeply into whatever circumstances are going on around you. There's so much compassion and wisdom in the world for us, and they want us to connect with trees. Good morning, Katrina. I'm not doing live messages today. Hi, Surav. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I do the message from the Fairy Kingdom, and if you're seeing it, the message will be applicable for you, okay? Hey, good morning, Anita from Edmonton. I'm not doing a mediumship this morning. Okay, so Oakman. So not being hasty right now, but going within. And if you want a whole lot more about Oakman, watch last week's video. Okay, guys, is that good with you? Yes. They're just wanting us to make sure we're looking within and not pushing ourselves too hard to go forward, because sometimes we do that. Now, what's interesting is they came along with Spirit Dancer. Now, here, let's find her in the camera. She's gorgeous, right? I just love this card. Spirit Dancer is about self-expression, freedom, exploration. She is one of the fairy guides and guardians. So they're always trying to help us develop our own special gifts and talents. And with her, it's creativity. And you know that all the phrase, dance like no one is watching, right? Just be in the moment. Oh, I've got another comment. Where's my scroller thingy? Scroller thingy, that's the technical term. Good morning, Deborah. So this lovely little fairy is reminding us that we get our self-expression there's two parts to self-expression, okay? One is we get our inner visions and feelings and creative impulses out of ourselves and out into the world through our art, whatever form our art takes. And then, secondly, our expressions are then reflected back to us from the mirror of how other people see our art, um, and what it awakens in them. We learn to grow and lead more satisfying lives when we have ways to express our inner world. And what's interesting is how that connects with the Oakmen, because they've been encouraging us to look beneath the surface and look in ourselves. And now Spirit Dancer comes along and says, yes, Oakmen, they need to do that, but now let's process it and get it out into the art, into the world. Let's turn it into some art. So they help us to explore our truth and bring it to the light, to uncover any pain and to help it to heal. So the Oakmen have been encouraging you to do that deep diving, which is sometimes slow and not so much fun. And Spirit Dancer's saying, okay, now let's transform it. Let's transmute that. And don't worry about being perfect. And don't worry about what your art looks like or what form your art takes. It's they say perfection is the death of the Spirit Dancer. She is not concerned with perfection. Oh my goodness. When I think back, I used to love art. I used to love creating visual art. When I was a kid, art was one of my favorite classes. And then somewhere along the line, I got judgy. Whether I was judged by others, whether I was just judging myself that my art wasn't as good as someone else's art. And it stifled that whole part of me. Now, I'm very creative with words, and have used words a lot to create with, but I've been getting back into visual art just because it makes my heart sing. And so and who cares what it looks like, really? If I suddenly become, an amazing artist, but it's about the expression, right? So she's just saying, just do it. Because creative expression is also a way of sharing and letting others see more of our true selves. And then we hope that by sharing our art, it will resonate with them somehow. So for example, it's really important that we see ourselves in theater, in movies, on television shows. I'm a white woman of a certain age, so I get to see lots of people that look like me on television. But until recently, some of my friends did not get to see themselves represented on television. And back in the 80s, I wrote a play about Canadian farm women, a musical play, with the incredible Leslie Arden. And the thing about it was there was nothing where farmers were seeing themselves portrayed. And it was the response, the play was done in a few different places, and the response was always just overwhelming because they were seeing themselves. So that's how our art and our inner stuff can impact others as well, right? Like, so there's lots of different parts of that. Or we do something that deals with depression, and someone else who's dealing with depression goes, wow, that art really captured that for me. Okay, right? So we're just coming together. And we hope that it adds to our experience and theirs, right? But it's about nourishing ourselves. She's wanting us to nourish ourselves by connecting with our creativity and to take creative action from your place of personal power, that inner core of your true feelings and the understandings we have within us, which Oakmen are saying, make sure you are going deep and looking at. Good morning, Jennifer. So she is suggesting that you clarify your vision and find that creative potential that's hidden in the paradox or the confusion or the chaos of your deep dive into your life. Or maybe you find something joyful you'd forgotten about. Oh, that's always so amazing, right? As you can tell, Spirit Dancer, she wants you to dance. Be a spirit dancer, dancer for honey. Like you can make up your own song to dance to. You can, put poor new words to a great Tina Turner song. But it's being creative. It's just doing it, and do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Now is the time to really focus and concentrate on a project or process that you have around you, especially one that involves creativity. So I think that last week with the Oak Men, they were telling us to look into stuff, and now she's saying, look in, take it forward. Spontaneity balanced by self-discipline, and it's really kind of cool. Spontaneity, look within, go slow, don't be hasty. But spontaneity balanced by self-discipline will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. Isn't she elegant and simple? It's time for you to bring out and share any qualities that you have that you've nurtured in private. So if you write songs, share your song with somebody. If you have come up with a really great recipe that you love, share it with someone. Our creativity takes many, many different forms, right? Now, if you're ignoring Spirit Dancer, you may feel that you can't express yourself, or you might be feeling like you can't express yourself and you're going, no, I can't do that. I just feel angry. I feel driven. I feel more like destroying things than creating things. Well, why? And then can you turn that feeling into art? Rick Mercer's rants, right? Great art, great creativity, and a channeling of his anger at different situations, right? When he was doing those on 20 hours, 22 minutes, whatever the name of that show was. So what else? She's reminding me that you might have artist's block. We've all lived with artist's block at some point or other. If you're trying to be creative, you just go blank. But the cure for this is to just create. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be amazing. I mentioned I've done a lot of writing. Well, I have had really bad writer's block for a long time. And back in the summer, I decided, okay, if I can't write big, I'm going to write something. And so I started doing either a limerick or a haiku every day. And I started doing more haikus. I've done very few limericks in the last few months. But every day I write a haiku. So if I do nothing else creative, I do the haiku, right? Because there's form, it's simple, and yet I'm creating. And sometimes you look back at them and you go, wow, that one is actually a beautiful piece of poetry. Most of them aren't. Doesn't matter. I'm creating. I'm priming the pump. And so I'm encouraging you to do that. Okay? Just do it. Also, prime your pump. Fill yourself up. You know what? If you like color, look at color. If you like to write, read books. If you go to go to a virtual art gallery, right? Things are starting to open up. And yes, always connect with nature. There's always inspiration in nature. whether you're listening to a bird sing, oh, the birds are coming back. I heard a red-winged blackbird the other day before I saw it. And it was like, ah, there it is. They're back, right? And there they are. And so then what can you do with that? If you can whistle, you might even be able to sound like one. I can't do that, but maybe you could. But if you prime your pump and do things that bring you joy, then your creativity will start to flow again, and your emotions and your inspirations will also start flowing more freely. Okay. Okay, so Oakman and Spirit Dancer. And again, if you really want a lot more about Oakmen, last week's Fairy Friday is all about these guys. Hey, Jesse, hello from Australia. I love the internet. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Oh, Jesse, I'm not doing mediumship today. I'm doing fairy messages, but I will come on and do some mediumship one day because I am having people ask for that. So, and yes, I am a psychic medium, so I do readings for people all over the world. Actually, now that we have internet working and that. Anyway, so that's these guys. I want to remind you that it's Magical March. So please visit my website if you're interested in a 3-card mother piece reading at a special price for the month. Also, there have been a lot of trolls on the site, and if somebody messages you to connect with them, probably not somebody that you can trust to give you some good messages. So, you know what? Just be aware, be smart. use your intuition on that one. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week here for Fairy Friday. And I will find a date to do a live mediumship. Okay, I promise. It will be in March, because you know what? March is my birthday month, and so I like to give things for my birthday. So I'll do a free mediumship reading. Okay. Yeah, Jennifer says she's been scammed with James, and there are some people that, and just basically, if someone is poaching on someone else's site, really, they're not working out of integrity, shall we say. So just be aware. Okay? And I'm so sorry to hear that you were scammed. It sucked because they get us where we're vulnerable, right? They get us where we're vulnerable. Spirit Oakman says, don't fall for that and look within, and it's okay. You can, Jennifer says she can't get him to stop messages. You can report him to Facebook. You can block him. You can ban him, depending on what you can do. But you know what? And tell him that you will, you know, usually by blocking and deleting, that's you can get rid of them. But I've got people posting reviews for other people on my page. It's like, if everyone marks them as spam, please mark the ones talking about Dr. So-and-so as spam. Yeah, still blocked, still gets through. I know. I've had that issue as well. It's like we just, because they have a lot of different profiles and they just keep coming at you. So just keep blocking and deleting and ignore, because that's I find that's seems to be the only thing we can do. I just keep deleting the comments. I apologize for that. It's like those of us who work with integrity, and I have a lot of friends who do the same kind of work as I do, and it's very upsetting for us that you guys are being taken advantage of that way. So, you know, just I'm wrapping you in light and love, and just keep deleting, keep blocking, keep reporting. Report them over and over. It's harassment. They're harassing you. So report that to Facebook for sure. Sue, have to catch the replay. Yes, that's why it'll be up in a few moments. And may your day be bright too. Thank you. All right. On this note, you're welcome, Jennifer. All right, my dears, I will look forward to seeing you next Friday for Fairy Friday. And I will give you more than half an hour's notice when I'm going to be going live with the mediumship. Okay, my darlings, have a wonderful, wonderful week and happy Fairy Friday. Bye for now.